Today, as we speak, Zimbabwe lies at the hands of great leadership. The great leadership of President Emerson Mnangagwa has helped quite a lot to bring about changes, the changes that you see in Africa. The changes that you have seen in Africa, in Zimbabwe, in the great country, are as a result of the good leadership that took over from the late President Mugabe. From 2001, the United States of America put sanctions on Zimbabwe. Targeted sanctions or not targeted sanctions, they are sanctions. They all hurt the masses. The isolation of Zimbabwe instead of engagement of Zimbabwe in order to find out what wrong it has done has led to the suffering and the dying, the killings through sanctions. Many people cannot access medicine, essential commodities, food, shelter, and other infrastructural development have been crushed. But Zimbabwe has been resilient all along on this journey. The Western imposed economic sanctions have brought untold suffering to the people of this great nation. The resilient people of Zimbabwe have remained focused in making sure that their country does not become a pariah state. The violent regime change tactics that were deployed by outfits of the United States of America, CIA, operations of George Soros on this great nation called Zimbabwe is what we in Pan-African Forum condemn. Condemn the actions of these NGOs. Condemn the actions of the dark forces. The dark forces that have kept this country bleeding all the time because they cannot be able to sell their diamonds. They cannot be able to sell their gold. They cannot be able to sell their produce. What a nation. Why has a nation big as half of the world called America targeted a smaller nation in which is not even at the coast of any of the oceans, but inland? Why? These are the reasons why we want to find out today why Zimbabwe sanctions are still there today. Why are these sanctions still there? These sanctions are still there because they hope that one day they will instigate the masses of Zimbabwe to come out in huge numbers in the streets of Harare, Bulawayo, and other cities and rise up against the government. That has failed. That failed during Mugabe's days. That will fail during Emerson Mnangagwa's days, and it will fail during any other days. The people of Zimbabwe are resilient people. But the aim behind all this is the destruction of an infrastructure of the liberation movement. Some time back, I told the people when I was giving a lecture in London about the liberation movement that any country that has got a liberation status movement, like Mozambique, South Africa, Angola, Zimbabwe, Tanzania, the one of Museveni in Uganda, they are already on the target list, on the list targeting to remove their governments. The hatred has gone beyond. The hatred is on liberation movements. The history of liberation of Southern Africa dates back years and years where Zimbabwe played a bigger role in liberating most of the frontline states. most of the states that you see, Mozambique, most of the states that you see in Angola, in Namibia, in South Africa itself, until it got independence in 1994 from apartheid, where it had a rainbow color for the first time. Therefore, who are the people behind these sanctions? The sanctions are mainly conducted, imposed by the American administration. The European Union has scaled down its sanctions on Zimbabwe. It has allowed and it allows Zimbabwean officials to travel into Europe to seek cooperation, interaction with other agencies that also help other world governments. But today, our main aim is to come out and say, why are sanctions still on the question on this nation called Zimbabwe?